Okay, there's a comment that I picked up on YouTube last night on a They Live video. I'll put the link in it. They Live is featuring the Swiss aristocracy that takes on different races over time by inbreeding. They are descendants from angels, fallen demons from the heavens. They use secret societies to kill off the lesser true humans, 100% like us, 100% humans like us. It's the ongoing genocide around the world, wars, poisons in your food and water and things, the medical supply. Now in that previous video I did, I referred to the Persian elites, and Bonacci's actually commented on that and said, well done. It's actually more correct, and there's a lot of people that point the finger at the Swiss aristocracy. That's your Swiss-German banking. And in that video I didn't mention the Swiss-German banking. Obviously that's Rothschild, red child of the serpent, red child of the dragon. So it's quite an important omission, because Sean Ross also points the finger at the Swiss Nazis, and I think the truth is that they're both correct. There's another comment on here that I can't find right now, but it does point out that all this stuff is documented in the Bible. It's the Serpent Bloodline. So there's another comment on here that says, this is the same thing that happened to Egypt, to Babylon, to the Egyptian empire. And it happens to every empire, because these are the people that build up the empire, lending us the money, and then destroy it when they've had enough, and they shift from east to west to east to west on repeat. So it's not correct just to say, hey, the Iranians or the Persians or the Swiss, all the Swiss or all the Germans or all the redheads, etc. It's Swiss. It's the Serpent Bloodline, and the Bible even describes their jaw. That comment I can't find. If that's all these shape-shifting videos you'll see on YouTube with the teeth, the morphing teeth and the morphing faces and things. It's shape-shifting. It's described in the Bible. They're fallen angels. They're part demonic. And they run a breeding program around the world. So, it's run from Swiss. The banking's run by Swiss banks at the moment. And Switzerland will be riddled with them, these snakes. They often have a lisp, and that's why they promote this whole sort of homosexual, or part of the reason they promote this, this homosexual thing. It's because they talk like that naturally. With that lisp, because their tongues they've got a snake tongue. They literally have a snake tongue. And the morphing teeth. So we're talking about the Serpent Bloodline. It's described in the Bible. It even describes that they have teeth like... I could look it up maybe and put the link. But Trample on Snake 6, one of my favorites, does a very good his conclusion near the end of his videos is very much like this. Covers this topic. It's called the something pullover. I'll put a link to that. And they're big androgynous, well, not always big, androgynous beings. And they want to make man in their own image, as stated in the Bible, which is this whole sort of anti-male, anti-straight male agenda that they run, promoting females into top management positions, not based on anything but the fact that they're qualified females, not necessarily the best candidate, etc. This is, and Trample on Snake 6, and it's ridiculous. It's just. I mean, they've made huge headway, but we're all sick to death of it. We can all see it just for the fraud that it is. Mankind can. We're all sick to death of it, and we have to acknowledge. What we have to do is pinpoint exactly what it is. So we don't say Swiss, we don't say Iranians, we don't say Persians necessarily. Although you have to admit, a lot of the Persians do seem to be showing up around this time, and it does come originally from Babylon. So I think you'll probably find that originally these snakes come from the desert. Snakes come from the desert, not the Swiss Alps. But it's the snake bloodline, fallen angels, Elohim, demons, and you'll know them by their they can't poke their tongue out of their mouth, and therefore they speak with a bit of a lisp usually, and they have these morphing teeth. If you watch carefully, they're careful not to show their teeth, and they have the slits in their eyes. Their eyes actually change slits, and shape, the irises. And there's numerous videos there, shape-shifting videos. That's what we're dealing with, the Serpent Bloodline, and I think you'll find now all of your leaders in power. All of them are serpents, Serpent Bloodline. Swiss Nazi Germans or the Persian bloodline, they breed through the different races of men and create these breed of serpents who they then introduce and then promote through the ranks incredibly fast and put them in positions of power. Aziz from News Hub could do a piece on that, couldn't he? And they're always dressed in purple and yellow. And Trample on Snake 6 did a very good one called The Refugees of the Entities, a series on that, because now they've gone into the Middle East and done their breeding program through Israel and Palestine. And now they're introducing these people, these new breed, half-breed serpents into our societies, who they will promote up and through government and try to take over our entire nations right around the world. That's where we're at. It's the biblical story. I'll put some links there. I just needed to correct that. It's Serpent Bloodline, not necessarily Swiss or Persians.